All right, Wayne Allyn Root with the great Bill O'Reilly, king of cable news, number one cable news for 16 years in a row. Remarkable, and number one in books as well. He's got a big hit with Killing the SS, well-deserved. I read it, great book. Perfect Christmas gift. Go to Amazon or your favorite local bookstore and get Killing the SS. 5-star recommendation from yours truly, Wayne Allyn Root. Bill O'Reilly hit the nail on the head again. Hello, Bill. How are you?
Good, Wayne. Thanks for the nice plug. I appreciate you reading the book.
All right, so the Michael Cohen sentencing. What kind of message is Robert Mueller sending, and what's going to be the impact on Trump, if any, moving forward?
Well, it's a complicated situation in the sense that the U.S. attorney in Manhattan prosecuted the case. Mueller referred it. Cohen did some bad things. He got nailed for it. He's going to jail for 3 years, federal prison. He wants to get Trump now. Cohen does. He knows a lot about the president, being his personal attorney for years. So I think it's just a messy situation. We can't have people dodging taxes. That's the Cohen thing about paying off the women and all that. I just think that's a nothing. But dodging taxes, that's something. So it looks like Cohen got what he deserved.
Right, but it's important to note that dodging taxes wasn't Donald Trump's problem. It was Michael Cohen's problem. Yeah, totally unrelated,
there's no
correct?
Doubt. There's no doubt that they used Cohen and whatever he did. I have the AP report here. It's very foggy. He pleaded guilty in August to evading $1.4 million in taxes. So as soon as he evaded paying the tax on $1.4 million, they had him. And they said, okay,
right,
if you give us stuff on Trump, then you might get a lighter sentence. And that's how it all does. That's what they do. So everybody should know that.
All right, let's jump to a topic near and dear to my heart and most Trump voters and almost every Republican in America, illegal immigration. Why does everyone suddenly want political asylum in the United States? And by the way, I saw a major poll came out 2 days ago, I believe it was. I mentioned it on my show, and I said that poll said 750 million people around the world would move tomorrow if they could. It didn't necessarily say they'd all move to America, but they all want to go somewhere else, and I assume most people would choose America. Why does everyone want political asylum? Why does everyone want to leave their country? And what if we let them all into our country? What would happen?
All right, the poll you're referring to, it's from Gallup, and it said 750 million people around the globe would move if they could, 159 million of them to the USA. Okay, so we know that. We know that if you're living in Africa or Central America, South America, many places, you don't have anything, you don't have any potential, there's no hope, the government's corrupt, the economy's bad. So where do you want to go? You want to go where the action is, and that's the USA or Europe. So that's not a surprise. The other situation that you asked about asylum, the people smugglers, which generate most of the illegal alien entry into the USA, have told poor people, if you get to the USA, apply for asylum, and you can stay for 3 to 4 years, because that's how long it takes to hear the asylum cases. So do that, and you'll be able to stay there for that amount of time, and maybe you'll get asylum, but even if you don't, well, you don't have to show up at a hearing, you can run around, you can do what you want.
Right.
And so now we have a record number of people applying for asylum. It's a ruse, it's a con, a scam, and everybody knows it. But again, we're not a united country in how we deal with it. That's the real thing that bothers me. Americans are not united in saying, no, we have to have a sane immigration system, and we have to have immigration law that's obeyed. We're not united. A whole party, the Democrats, don't want that. So you have chaos.
Let me spring a question on you about immigration, because I always wonder. Democrats claim they're for the DACA kids, and I'm not for the DACA kids. I think if your parents came here illegally, that's a bad thing, and so I don't want to reward you. But I would compromise, and I would let the DACA kids in if you built the wall, funded the wall, ended chain migration, and ended birthright citizenship. Why wouldn't Democrats take that deal if they really care about the DACA kids?
Well, all President Trump had to do yesterday in that dog and pony show was stop the conversation, look Schumer and Pelosi in the eyes and say, why do you object to the wall? Why aren't you allocating the $5 billion amount? What is the problem with the wall? And they'll go, it's not effective. And then you can bring in the Border Patrol chief, like we did yesterday on BillO'Reilly.com, or you can bring in the Israeli security chief and say, we built the wall and it worked great. And you can just knock them down on the facts. But they don't want a wall because they don't want strict immigration control.
Correct. Bingo. And by the way, you could bring in Harry Reid, who's my neighbor. He lives 1 block from my house, behind walls and gates and armed guards, and nobody gets in without government-issued photo ID. Isn't that hilarious? I mean, I think it's hilarious, but
He's
last but not least, you mentioned
the one that killed case law. Yeah. What a villain he is.
You mentioned the meeting yesterday. We're short on time, but I want to get one more question. You mentioned the meeting between Trump, Pelosi, and Schumer. Did the president do all that on purpose? Why would he want it all to be on camera and on record?
Because he knew he was getting pummeled in the press for 10 days because of the Cohen stuff and Mueller and all that. And he wanted to show he was strong, that he's still going to try to do what he promised to do in a campaign. And he wanted everybody to see it. So it was contrived to have him confront Pelosi and Schumer over the border.
All right, Bill O'Reilly, Merry Christmas to you. Hopefully I'll see you next week. So we still have a couple more of these get-togethers. But either way, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a reminder to everyone that at Christmas time, you need a great gift under the tree. Killing the SS, the latest runaway bestseller, #1 New York Times bestseller by Bill O'Reilly, is available at bookstores and at Amazon.com. And Wayne Root gives it his highest recommendation. I happen to be Jewish. It happens to be a topic near and dear to me, the SS, the Holocaust, going after them after the war. What an entertaining book, and left me feeling fantastic. Thank you, Bill O'Reilly.
Okay, Wayne, appreciate it.